Hello everyone, Jaime Mantilla here, and in this video I wanted to show you why I built this project structure generator. And it all happened because I was building so many tools like in a small time frame. As you start building tools and kind of seeing the same patterns, you don't want to do these repetitive tasks, right? I can show you here. I even created some folders, like as you can see here. That is a boilerplate that follows the source structure, the test structure, and within the source structure, you have these files that are repeated. You have the app.py, the init.py, you have quick setup, readme, requirements.txt. That's one. And then when you build applications with services, then you have like the source. You have within the source, you have models, services, utilities, and then within the test, pretty much it follows the same structure. So you'll see the init.py file in all the folders, the main.py or app.py. Then you have the git more, the readme, and the requirements.txt. So I wanted to get an application or something that would guide me on how to structure the folders, right? So it's a pretty simple app. It's just, a cool app. But now that I'm using AI Coder Editor, so a Cursor AI, which is this one here on the left, I actually don't have to import any folders because the whole structure is built within the Cursor.ai. So that's pretty much saves a lot of time. So this tool is pretty much obsolete, but that's something that I built in the past. So I'm just going to show it to you. That way you have an idea of what it's supposed to do. So let's say if I say I wanted to build a simple CRM, right? And then simple CRM for small businesses. And then let's say I wanted to build a web application. I can actually have an application just with test, and it'll generate this project structure that would have the source, it will have the init.py, the config files, the test, and then within the test, you may have routes, static, templates, integrations, unit tests, and so forth. So this may not be right, but again, this is something kind of to give you a visual of what the tool would have done before Cursor.ai. I just learned about Cursor.ai recently, so that's what I'm starting to use, and now I don't need this. But again, it's all about you kind of coming up with ideas and trying to solve issues that you're experiencing as you do things, right? So let's say for these, I want to include like the CI/CD pipeline and then Docker configuration. Let's say include documentation, like it'll generate a folder structure with more folders. So you will have the docs, you will have the source, you will have the test. Within the test, you would have workflow, source, routes, all this stuff. And then you would have your .env, that's in case you need like keys to either access other environments or API keys. The git ignore is to ignore certain files to be deposited into GitHub. The readme.md, which is the instructions file, pytest init, and requirements.txt. So again, this is more of a tool, a utility just for fun that, came up to my mind once I was building these folders, and I was just tired of, copy pasting. That's why I created a folder specific for that. So I didn't have to go copy paste from Claude into Visual Studio, which is the old way. Now I'm using Cursor.ai no matter what, because this is making the life much easier. Okay. So again, this is a fun project that I build based on the other projects that I have built where I saw patterns. So I just wanted to show you what Cursor.ai can do. I even was having some errors. I even told it to update the files. So let's say here, I need the content. So you can actually paste the errors. It actually gives you the information that you need. It tells you which commands to run. Here's a structure file that I sent that I was like, hey, I'm seeing these repeated files here within this folder. Like, that's not right. Like, I know. And so it tells me, I notice there are several issues within the project structure, project files, multiple requirements.txt, multiple inits, unclear hierarchy. So it actually went ahead and wrote this all out, and it pretty much fixed it for me. Again, this is more for fun. This is more of a POC. Or MVP, so a proof of concept or a minimum viable product. somebody can just take this, clone it, and add extra features. But I don't see a utility of these right now, because now with Cursor.ai, that actually solved the issue. Okay. So again, this is something I wanted to kind of showcase, some ideas that you can come up with, and you just have to test yourself, challenge yourself a little bit, and you'll see that some other tool ideas will come up, or app ideas will come up as you start getting hands-on and taking action. Okay. So after this, I'm just gonna clone it. I'm gonna add it into the repo. That way you can clone it. Again, the community is available for you to access them too, and that should do it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.